Welcome to hole number one of the Canada 9-hole Cup, eh? Now playing here aggressively, starting with the power 5 ball and a big topper. I'm playing this with maximum top spin, and I recommend actually using 1 bar of left spin here. You'll see how close I come to the right rough, but we're not actually going to touch it. So keep that in mind. You know, the wind, I was expecting a little bit more push out of it, but it's only 4.9. It's not that much, you know. It's been fun playing Master these days, getting used to the big wind. So don't be afraid of moving up in these divisions. Use these lessons from the rookie tier to push you forward. Play pro, play expert, and just enjoy the game whatever way makes you happy. I've just been enjoying it a lot lately. Second shot here, we're setting up for a long iron rough bump, and the Goliath fits the bill absolutely perfectly. 6 bars of top spin, 2 bars of right spin, just sort of estimating where we're at. We are very close to min distance here. If you're using the Goliath, the nice thing about it is it doesn't need very many rings to adjust. So even though I'm so close to that min line, I'm pushing it a little more left here so that I kind of take advantage of that curve where it gives me a bit more space to work. Get the tip of that ball guide right up there to the pin, and I didn't see the number, but I think it's like 1.6. Yeah, like something small, right? So keep that in mind. You know, you have to just kind of set these shots up in the way that works for you and the clubs in your bag. And, you know, if you're going to use a Titan ball here, I understand, but this is technically still a free-to-play ball. Hit the rough, roll it up towards the green here, and with a little bit of luck, this one could be a drop all day. Hole number 2, this is a par 3 from the Maple Bay course. Now, I'm setting up here with a Marlin and a Sniper. Going to go 1 back, 1 bar of right spin. You'll see the top of that red ring is about halfway into the rough, and I've got that ball guide several green squares through the hole. This is the kind of shot you don't just want to play without practicing. You do need to get familiar with this, and you're going to have to tweak it to the tournament wins. This is just an example for the video to give you an idea of what I think is the best way to get the hole in one. Of course, there are non-rough bump options on this hole, but they are very, very much just playing for the birdie, which, I mean, doesn't take much explanation. You just get it on the green. But if you want to get it in the hole, that's the way you do it. All right, so hole number 3 here from the front tee. This one is a very difficult hole. I'm playing this with a quarterback and a Zerk, just so I'm going to have a little bit of reach on that second shot. Now, you definitely can play it with the power 3. You could bring like a big dog, you know, and just have that reach on the second shot and just literally play it to the green and get your birdie. But I'm setting up here for a little more precision. 4 back, 2 left. I'm at the plus 22 yard mark there with about a third of the red ring in the left rough, and that third bounce at the rough on the right there. Going to use 3/4 of a ball of right curl here after a 10% max adjustment. Now, of course, I did pull into overpower, so we give it a little overpower to compensate for that, and you have to hit perfect. You do want to use your most accurate driver for this shot, just to make sure that this one is not going to roll over. You can see there's not a lot of like fairway to work with there. So keep that in mind. You know, it depends on how you like to play the hole. This is just one way to look at it. Now, as you can see with these lower level clubs, this is still a long stretch to get there. And especially with the headwind, you know, I'm giving it 1 bar back, a couple bars of right spin. I'm literally just working on trying to get this one close, just so that I can take the birdie, or excuse me, take the eagle and run. It's a par 5 after all. In really good headwind here, excuse me, tailwind, you know, you really could get something going here. You know, if this wind was the opposite direction, like a northeastern tailwind, you know, I could see this being very, very viable. So, you know, the ball, the clubs, the choices, they're all yours, but I want you to see the path to give you an idea and, you know, just to make sure you can get a good solid score. Hole number 4, this par 3. Now, I'm playing this with a Titan. You can definitely play it with a Katana, okay? I have done so before. I have video footage of it, but this is a far cleaner, crisper, and newer version of the shot. 2 bars of top spin, 2 bars of left spin, and just notice how I've got that yellow ring sort of centered up in the rough there, with the tip of that ball guide going directly to the pin. 20% mid is the pull here, and if you're ever in doubt, try 1-to-1 with the backbone. Just before I left rookie for a couple of months, I was using that, man, and we set up so many good shots. But 20 mid here, 2 top, 2 left. This is a pretty darn consistent rough bump. The only time I wouldn't use this is if I have to pull down into the bunker. But hey, that'll work. That'll do just fine. Hole number 5, this classic par 5 really takes me back. 3.8 bars of top spin, 1.5 left spin here with the Titan and a quarterback club. And I'm going to play this one with 10% max adjustment. Now, you'll notice this was almost a no move setup here on the drive. In fact, it may have been. So keep that in mind, depending on the level of your quarterback. This here is with a quarterback level 8. I give it a tiny little bit of overpower because I know I need it here in this Crosswind, but take note, if you have a strong Tailwind, you might not want to do that. And we're just going to let this one get down as far to the end of this lovely little fairway as possible without going over. Second shot here with the sniper, 0% mid will be the adjustment. 2 bars of top spin, 0.5 bars of left spin. We're basically going to be doing a second bounce rough bump to the pin here. Guys, if you're enjoying the video, if you like my Golf Clash content and you want to see this channel hit 10,000 subscribers, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate the support. So many of you have done so, and I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you for that. And hey, leave a comment on the video if there's something you'd like to see different in the content, in the videos, the streams, something bugging you or something that you just love and you want to let me know. I really do appreciate the engagement. Got to hit perfect here on this shot. This one, it takes me back. I just reminds me of such good times. One of the earliest courses here. And that's how you do it. Get it to the hole. We'll see you on number 6. All right, Canada Cup hole 6, This one is a par 4, big topper and a Titan. Anything you can do to get through those trees, get it to the fairway or to the green is absolutely fine by me. Max top here is just 8.5 bars of top spin, 2 bars of right spin, and I'm aiming to that gap between the trees, as you can see, sort of where the gap between the bunkers is. It's maybe a little bit of a clue from the developers. I don't know. But this is where I've generally been aiming. No overpower needed in this wind. And really, anytime you can just squeak this one out onto the fairway or, you know, even get it to the green if the wind is good, your clubs and ball choices are better. You know, top spin, boost ball, whatever it takes here. I am no judge. I just want to see you get the eagle. This is the kind of hole that a small error can lead to a big par on your card. Or, you know, just a clean, straightforward play should lead you to an eagle almost every single time. There's never any guarantees. There's no, you know, must drops really in rookie. It's still a learning division, but I know that you guys are learning and desiring to get the lowest scores possible to bring home the banners, and I really do want that to be the outcome for everyone every time. But you just have to play your best, play your 20% mid-end bringer, no spin, get in the hole. Hole number 7, this is a pretty straightforward setup here. I've got a navigator and a sniper, and you can see that we're at the top of the +5 there with a sniper level 8. And I'm going to play 30% max. And you'll also notice I'm not using any spin at all. You know, it really affects the ball guide the way that we're playing up onto this slope. So I try to keep it as simple as possible to minimize the variables, you know, so that you can get the most consistent result. And you be the judge here. Depending on the wind angle, would get this one to be a drop or not. You might need a little bit more depending on the wind here. All right, so hole number 8, there's 2 primary ways to play this hole. I will show you both. In a headwind or a bad crosswind, you want to play on the right-hand side. Titan and an extra mile, 4.5 top, 2 bars of left spin here, and I just want to bounce this one over to the next fairway. It doesn't have to be a clean bounce over. You can clip that rough across the bunker. That's totally just fine. It's really just a matter of getting it past that bunker and getting us into long iron range for the second shot, which really doesn't take all that much. Don't set up too close to the bunker here. Because of the curvature of the first fairway, it's kind of a little bit you know, it's a bit misleading. So just keep that in mind. Set it up kind of where I did, kind of the top of the clear ring, touching the rough, 10% max, and you should put yourself in a pretty good shot here, a good spot, even with a lower level extra mile than I have. Second shot, playing with the backbone, and I'm going to play this for a rough bump. 2 bars of top spin, 1 bar of left spin here, and you'll notice that I'm going directly for the pin. You know, if you've got a higher level grizzly or a nicer club than me, you definitely could play a little nicer shot, roll it up the back of the green, and then back down into the cup. But I think this is fine, just taking a 20% max direct shot at it. And you'll be the judge if you think it's a nice play or not. I love these old Maple Bay holes. You know, this is the home course. This is Team Canada, baby, you know, and I am from Alberta, Canada, in case you're wondering. So this is a special tournament for me. I probably should have worn the hometown colors, but it's my beautiful day home with the family today. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Hope you get some nice rough bumps in the future as well. Let's go. Woo. We'll check out the aggressive send it shot next. All right, so quickly, once again, hole number 8 with a friendly crosswind or especially a tailwind here. You do want to go for the green. Now, I'm playing with the Zerk and the extra mile, 3 bars of top spin, 2 bars of left spin here, and I'm going to make a 10% max adjustment. Guys, if you're enjoying the videos, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Always making new Golf Clash content for you, for me, for us, for this community. I'd love to hear from you. So don't forget, I've got a half a ball of left curl there just to kind of get this one where it needs to be. Hits that rough over the bunker and puts this green side for a wedge shot, which is, you know, something I know you know what to do. Gonna eyeball it here. Gonna do the best we can do. I'm actually gonna stretch it out. Yeah, we're gonna see where we're at. A little bit below mid, kind of around 25, 30%. What do I play on the slider here? I think 30%. I couldn't quite see it. It's a bit smaller on my side here. But end of the day, then all we're gonna do is play 20% at that slider number, whatever that might be, and adjust our rings, which in this case is less than 1, and you should get yourself a drop every single time when you have a nice flat approach like this. So good luck on hole 8. We'll see you on the final hole. All right, so hole number 9, setting this one up for the final shot, the final hole of this round. Big topper and a kingmaker because of the headwind. Now what you could do is set up here with the kingmaker, yeah, with the big topper, max topspin right down the middle. Now switch to a Zerk ball and make your adjustment. That way you don't have to play into overpower. If you want to play into overpower, that's just fine. I'm going to do that here now. Going to need about a ring and a half of overpower. Not a ton, so we're not going to apply a ton. That's maybe a little bit more, but I knew what I needed here, so we got to just compensate accordingly. I hope you don't have headwind here in the tournament. I hope you have a nice tailwind breeze. Get you over there cleanly. Anything you can do to kind of bounce and roll, get it past the shadows here, should put us into a nice long iron rough bump position. I think it's a rough bump anyway. Yeah, playing 5 top, 0.5 left spin here with the Goliath. And you take a look at this shot. I mean, this has end your stream with an albatross written all over it. I can't wait to be playing this one. I'll be playing pro in the tournament, and we'll be making notes live on the stream. So, guys, if you're available, check it out. Come visit. And if you want the notes for this video or for the pro streams, check out my webpage, erelicgaming.com. Free PDFs there of everything that we have talked through in the video, just like that, in nice condition for you to download for free, always for free. Just do my best to try to give back to this community that I love so much. 10% mid adjustment here on the rough bump. And guys, I hope you have a great tournament. The Canada 9-hole Cup A, gonna be a good one. Get in the hole. Much love to you and good luck.